And the Lakers all decked out as they made their way off the bus and into the arena earlier on. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. From the plains of Oklahoma, welcome high above downtown Oklahoma City. A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the NBA changed the lottery odds in 2019 to encourage competition among its conference's least successful teams. But some want even more to be done. They call for eliminating the draft altogether. Another potential solution? A play-in tournament for teams 7 through 10 in each conference, which would eliminate the need for trying not to win as much as possible during the regular season. However it's done, the league has stated its desire for parity. Kevin?
Great, DA. Thanks. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Davis.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Caldwell Pope out there with Davis. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Ferguson in at the 3.
And Brett, even though the Thunder have come up short in recent years, they are looking to the future as their time.
Well, interesting the way that Sam Presti went about his business in the offseason, trading away Russell Westbrook and then collecting so many draft picks. I can't even count them, but what a great way for them to rebuild and revamp in Oklahoma City.
Now, here is Gallinari. Adams taking his time here. Lets it go with a 3. Second shot opportunity. Count it.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Green, the pass to McGee. The shot, no good. Adams, some nice D. To the middle. Here's Paul. And the rejection by James. One-on-one here. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Get through.
6 on the shot clock. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now, here's Adams. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And there's the pass to Ferguson. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Wide open. Excellent D that time there from McGee. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. Looking at the long season ahead, Brent, as a veteran player, what are some of the habits that keep your body going strong, staying healthy?
Teams have really gotten hip to the idea that we need to rest our star players as much as possible. So efficiency with the work that they do, I think, is the most important thing. Star guys who get into practice and are on the court for 50 minutes to an hour every day so that there's a rhythm that they can keep and the teammates can keep up along with them on the floor. That's what it's about for those guys. Maintenance, maintenance, maintenance.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Lakers, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, there's the Thunder. Not really any threat right now as their record's showing a lot more losses.
You know, for Los Angeles, they haven't needed any time to find their footing this season. The guys gelled right away. The coaching staff has done a terrific job. It's been a dream start to the year for them.
It's been nice to see the early puzzle pieces come together, complement one another, and they've really gotten off to a hot start.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now, here's Adams. Back to Paul. Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from McGee. Thunder trailing by 6. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Ferguson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it goes out of bounds. With this break in the action, we can see the top passing teams in the league, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard. 4th spot held by the Lakers.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Gallinari, and Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for LeBron James. First in assists, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. So here's Gallinari. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Lakers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sees the alley-oop. McGee with the block.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
Here's Los Angeles now. They've got a 10-0 run going. James outside. Pass to Davis. But they get it back. James wide open. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was one of the main parts of what the Clippers were able to do last year. A lot of people excited about his potential, and now here in Oklahoma City, one of the rising stars in the NBA.
The first free throw is good. And with Gilgeous-Alexander, he did more and more as last season wore on.
Well, interesting part of this trade is I think Sam Presti thinking about the potential of Gilgeous-Alexander and what he can do in Oklahoma City. Had a very, very good season for Doc Rivers as a rookie.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Such a long and versatile guard that possesses a very intriguing and exciting skill set. Gilgeous-Alexander, lots of room to grow.
McGee, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Now, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
No good. So he comes up empty at the line. Well, when Danilo Gallinari came into the NBA, Brent, he was just a catch-and-shoot type player. But he's so much more than that now.
Well, I think with the way the league has changed with the three-point shot and Gallinari's ability to do that, he's gotten a lot smarter about picking his spots when the pump fake can drive in and draw some contact.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
The first one falls.
Amazing year last year to see Gallinari fully healthy, so valuable when he's out there on a consistent basis, and he can score from anywhere on the floor.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
Here's James following the basket by Chris Paul. LeBron passes to Kuzma. That's tipped, and Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Thunder trailing by 5. Pass to Paul. Takes it from 10. And that one hits back iron.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
James, the pass to Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
Defense maybe got away with a foul there, but AD too good for their best efforts with that shot.
Adams finds Gallinari. That one good for 2.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Lakers leading by 5. LeBron passes to Davis. Back to James. It's Davis on the wing. Kuzma outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Muscala comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. Dwight Howard. He's
too much. Look at that.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Schroeder dishes to Muscala. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. And the Thunder with some changes. Noel comes in for Steven Adams. And Diallo subbed in for Gallinari. The Lakers also making some changes. Alex Caruso comes in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for LeBron. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Diallo. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Cook looking it over. Pass to Kuzma. Here's the 3. Cook, good. And it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
They get it back. Goes back up. And Davis can't get it to go.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Scooped up. There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander creative and tricky on that play.
On the wing, Davis. Back to Cook from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
And they had a few important guys sitting there on the bench at a time when they really could have used them on the floor. They have to play much more in control here tonight.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
He throw good, Kuzma. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of two stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone now.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. You have freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
Now, here's Schroeder. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Diallo. There's the three. The rebound by Cook.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Great understanding by Davis to sense the foul coming, but also get the shot off as well.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. First free throw is good.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
He's perfect from the line this time. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
The Thunder shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game. That's good from Noel.
Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
Here's Kuzma. He sinks the 11-footer. Kuzma's got 9 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now here's Diallo. Guarded by Kuzma. Pass to Noel. Schroeder outside. Here's Baisley. Shot clock at 5. Diallo, no good. And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure that guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
And the shot is good. And that's 11 points for Kyle Kuzma.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Lets it go from 14.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
Schroeder against Kuzma. Here's Davis. Second chance shot. Chalk up 2 there. And the Lakers lead by 20.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Baisley. Back to Diallo. Lets it fly. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And so it's Los Angeles controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Chris Ball talks about the matchups he faces at the point guard.
The toughest position in the NBA night in and night out is the point guard position. You know, every night you look at the board, the coach is pretty much going to say, their team goes as such and such goes. You know what I mean? So that's the toughest part, and that's probably the funnest part, too, because it's competition.
And CP3, one of the most competitive players in the game.
It's an obsession with him, and you can see how hard he gets after it every time he takes the court.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. Caldwell Pope out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Howard. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Thunder trailing by 18. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Baisley. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The wide open look here for Kuzma. No good on the shot. And the Thunder going the other way now. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Lets a floater go. And here's the fast break. Here's Caruso. And again, the Lakers, no good. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And you watch Dennis Schroeder, you can see how deadly Brent he can be when he's locked in.
Well, he accepted the role in Oklahoma City about coming off the bench and trying to be a spark plug for Schroeder. It's really about consistency, Kevin.
The Thunder have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. No good on the free throw. We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford.
I know
there's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league.
Right.
And he's doing this with such great impact and, thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it.
Get it to go. Thunder trailing by 17. Paul outside. And the rejection by LeBron.
Wow, LeBron throwing that one away hard. There's a message behind that block. Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Lakers leading by 15. And the pass to Howard. He dishes it to James. Los Angeles with another miss. The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And here is Paul. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You have to get in front of Dwight Howard. When he has that kind of room to soar, he's going to finish alley-oops with style.
Here's Schroeder, and it's sent back by Howard. Here's Caldwell Pope. Can't hit from in close. Thunder trailing by 15. Paul outside. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
James, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Paul passes to Schroeder. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive, and he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
And he can't get the first one.
And for Coach Billy Donovan of the Thunder, a lot on the line. In his last year of a 5-year contract with the team, the end result of this team will determine his future with the franchise.
Well, this team has never missed the playoffs under his watch, and the interesting thing with the massive trades that happened in the offseason, how much Billy Donovan gets the opportunity now to teach and coach this group of players. And the potential Schroeder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning-quick point guard.
Rondo dishes to McGee. Kicks to James. They get it again.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Here's Ferguson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Schroeder. Rebound the Lakers.
And if you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Here's LeBron. Basket made, just his 2nd this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
Yeah, hard to stop LeBron from getting in that deep, so the size, the speed, the power, the position. 2 more.
Now Schroeder. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Takes the 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Lakers leading by 16. And the dunk by LeBron.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Paul surveying the floor. Rondo with the steal. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And James throws it down.
Now, sometimes Rondo's a step ahead of everybody, even the coaching staff, especially on defense when he swipes the ball away like that.
Paul finds Schroeder. Ball's knocked loose. Gallinari, and he makes good on the layup. Gallinari's got 5 now.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside, Green. Caldwell Pope outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Solid shot from Gallo. He knows he has a mismatch down inside, sinks the shot.
James with it. 8 points for him. Caldwell Pope outside. He kicks it to Green. Back to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Schroeder. McGee controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Thunder trailing by 18. Now here's Paul. Gallinari outside. Again, the Thunder score.
And they ran that pick and roll extremely precise. The result was a good look for Gallinari.
Rondo against Paul. To the paint. And it's James missing. The Thunder have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Gallinari passes to Schroeder. Takes the 13-footer and the rejection by LeBron.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Inside. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got his second basket of the night.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And here is Paul. Down low, Adams. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. With the shot. And Paul pulls it down.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Pass to Ferguson. Kicks it to Schroeder. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And Schroeder just one of those guys with his speed extremely difficult to guard. He gets the screen, uses the quickness, advantage Dennis Schroeder.
Green dishes to Caldwell Pope. Passes to LeBron. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
All up top, he's covered by Rondo. Rondo against Paul. Over Rondo. Paul can't get it to go.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
Here's James. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Gallinari.
Power personified right there in number 23, LeBron James. Wow.
And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. You know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Well, every night, the competitive killer instinct of LeBron James makes him as elite as he's been. Of course, a future first ballot Hall of Famer, and a lot of gas, it seems, left in the tank for LeBron James.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
One shot.
That free throw good from Gallinari. Here is Cook. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Floats it up for James. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
LeBron gets behind the eyes of the defense for the highlight reel jam.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, here is Muscala. James covering. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Caruso. Davis. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
That's just such good touch. I mean, with that length, Kevin, once he turns, he's got a shooting window that feels wide open.
Diallo the pass to Adams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's good on the 3-ball. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
James dishes to Davis. 6 to shoot. The pass to Cook. Puts up a 3, and there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams making some changes here. Three-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Pick coming.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Baisley passes to Muscala.
What's the roll?
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Baisley. Clock at 4. And here's Gallinari outside. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. The Thunder have gone 7 of 11 from the line. That free throw good from Gallinari. Here is Cook. Kuzma outside. Connects from three-point range. He's got 14.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
You know, we got to protect the paint. They're getting way too many easy baskets. You know, that's us communication on front and the post and, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was all about the Lakers as the game got going. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team would love to have, 10-2 off the tip. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. The second quarter didn't advance their lead, but they still dominated the half overall, ending it way, way out in front. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
More often than not, Ernie, LeBron tries to involve his teammates early, but he came in ready to shoulder the load tonight. Terrific all-around performance in the first half.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, you live by the three and you die by the three. And today, Ernie, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Los Angeles leading by 18. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul, and it's Ferguson in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 6. James outside, over Paul. James, no good. Thunder shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. Adams outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. It's LeBron with the drive. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
There's the lob to Adams.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. McGee, the pass to James. Now, Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Davis against Gallinari. Trying to get open is Davis. No good that time. Thunder trailing by 18. To the paint. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And he lobs it up, and it's McGee with the jam.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
Pass to Ferguson. The 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ferguson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Gallinari with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And he gets the bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
LeBron dishes to Davis. It's deflected. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Ferguson. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. To the middle. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 6.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams, right side. Paul outside. Great open look there. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's why Chris Paul is so special, is because he can just navigate around pick and rolls, find open areas, and there's just no defense for that.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Tipped away. James with it, now guarded by Gallinari. Clock at 2. From deep three-point range, they get it back. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. Averaging about 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
No good on that one. Nerlens Noel checks in for Ferguson. And the second free throw, good. And it's Paul with the ball for Oklahoma City. They trail by 16. Gallinari outside. McGee with the block, and he recovers it. Clock at 6. Paul for 3, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
James with it. He's picked up by Paul. And the rejection by Noel.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Oh, great ball there.
Lakers leading by 11. LeBron with it. 17 points in the game. And the pass to Davis. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
They retain possession. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander off the left rim and out.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. Well, a look at that 2018 Clippers draft pick and Gilgeous-Alexander. His incredible size at the point guard spot makes him one of the more intriguing players from that class.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Thunder. And the Lakers also making a change. Rondo's checked in. At the elbow, it's James. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from 18. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
All length there from AD. The assertive attitude, and it just makes him such a handful on the offensive glass.
Thunder trailing by 13. And last season with Gilgeous-Alexander, Greg, you could see what he was capable with his length.
Well, he is just so difficult to slow up when he's running downhill at a defender. Already a plus defender in his offense coming along. He could be a scary figure at that point guard position.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Howard against Noel. And there's the call on Howard. That's his third foul of the game. And so here is Oklahoma City. It's a 13-point game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Schroeder, and he gets it to go from the high post. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
Schroeder continuing to build his confidence, shooting the ball from the perimeter. I like to see him square up and sink those J's.
And finished off by Davis.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
Now here's Schroeder. He has 6. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Well, you know your low post players are going to take a lot of trips to the foul line. So it helps to have big men who can drain free throws like this group can. Gallinari is second.
Now that is a very confident group of players at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle there as some of their brothers in the big man fraternity have.
Big men making free throws? Who knew? These players are as comfortable at the stripe as they are in any other aspect of the game.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Rondo against Schroeder. There's the dish to Gallinari. Poked away. He kicks it to Noel. The 3. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Howard. Again, Los Angeles. And here's Schroeder. He's got 6. Dishes it to Noel. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Tries again. And no problem from Noel as he finishes at the rim. Noel's got 5 now.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Rondo passes to Howard. He dishes it to James. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him, and he comes up with the deuce.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a very, very good ball handler, and when he explodes at that size, creates problems.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Brent, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice in there?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right, all about communication.
That communication, and communication as quick as you possibly can, that's an important factor.
Schedule, yes. He's checked in for the Thunder. Diallo comes in for Gallinari. And then for Los Angeles, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Alex Caruso comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Cook dishes to Davis. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Love the aggressiveness from AD there. Not a lot of hesitation, and good at finding a shot there on the inside.
Schroeder outside. Now here's Diallo, guarded by Kuzma. Diallo no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. 22 is their biggest lead. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Schroeder. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside, here's Davis, and it's good, 2 points. Davis has got 8 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And there's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Muscala with the ball. Working on Howard. And Muscala kicks it over to Schroeder. Bangs home the trifecta. Schroeder's got 9 points.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Kuzma outside. Davis against Schroeder. Here's Cook. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered closely, and that one, good. 13 points in the game.
Well, he's capable of making you pay there, Gilgeous-Alexander, in a nice rhythm.
1:02 left to play here in the third. Here's the teardrop. Cook, good. And the Lakers lead by 14.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Anthony Davis? Averaging 25 points per, just over 3 blocks, and 9 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Thunder making a switch here. Ferguson's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Lakers leading by 12. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Davis with the jam.
Yeah, we've played this record before as AD is getting on a roll here and carrying his team on the offensive end.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense is right there. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Thunder have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
The team just cannot get into a groove from the free throw line. It's a common problem for them.
Paul's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the second from the line. Lakers leading by 13. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here is Cook, defended by Paul. Pass to Davis. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Just 3 on the clock. The putback. No good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers on top. They lead by 13. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Davis is out there with Howard. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at the two-guard position. From 13, and it's Paul missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 4 assists now tonight.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Almost, but it rolls out. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. 22 is their biggest lead. And that one's good, Caruso.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Here's Ferguson. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Baisley. He's guarded by Davis. Just 3 to shoot. Gets the three-pointer to fall. That's 10 points for Chris Paul.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Pass to Caruso.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to Cook. The dish to Howard. No good there. And the Thunder going the other way now.
Hey, balance it out.
Up top, Diallo. Count it. Good. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here is Cook. Knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Paul with the ball.
A great instincts of Paul there, solid at creating havoc in the open court and then coming up with a steal.
Lakers leading by 10. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Passes it to Davis. Here's Caruso. Kept alive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Outstanding job by AD to get close to the basket, get the ball in great position, and force the defense to resort to fouling him.
Good.
Well, as good as AD already is, to think that there's still upside to his game, it's really remarkable. Athletic, talented, and continues to work hard to maximize his talents.
And the Thunder making a change here. Adams checked in. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Alex Caruso. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And only about 60% from the line for the game. They shot it better in that first half, but have fallen apart here in the second half.
Paul with buckets.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Here is Cook, defended by Paul. Outside, Davis. Outside, Green. And again, the Lakers no good. Thunder trailing by 8. Minutes have passed here in the fourth. Paul outside. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Muscala misses. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here is Cook. Here's the pass to Davis. They need this one. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Quinn Cook. Timeout called the Lakers.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And Oklahoma seeking a change here. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
I'll tell you, their win is, we'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Here's LeBron. Drills the baseline jumper. James has got 19 points.
The in-between game showing off here by LeBron. Does his share of damage from the mid-range, and another one there.
Here's Paul. Here's Gallinari. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Gallinari hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
McGee dishes to LeBron. And the Lakers get it back. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot. And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Gilgeous Alexander, good.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there. Has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
James, the pass to McGee. Pass to Kuzma. Fades. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Here's Adams. Paul. 5 on the clock. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. From deep, Gallinari.
To see Kuzma working so hard defensively, showing how effective he can be. One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside, Green. Caldwell Pope outside. 6 to shoot from downtown.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Ferguson. Pass from Paul. Here's Gallinari. The Thunder keep it going. A new 14-second clock. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Paul outside. Pass to Gallinari. Clock at 6. Adams trying to free himself up. They shoot again.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Kuzma, that's good.
You can't fault the defensive effort there. At times, Kuzma's just too talented a scorer on the drive.
Ball against James. The Thunder with another miss.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
And they double up James. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, KCP steady there at the line. Nice work to draw the contact.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And so he hits both. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder, trailing by 13. Shot from 12. Green for 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
You just don't see guys with Gilgeous-Alexander's size and frame all that often. He can be a special player in this league.
Back to James. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, no good by the Lakers. Oklahoma City is from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Kuzma passes to James. Adams, some nice D.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Now Caldwell Pope. Kuzma outside. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Thunder trailing by 9. And Gallinari kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 5 here tonight. Outside, Green. Dishes to LeBron. Back to Green. Takes a three. Knocks down the three ball.
This is what Green brings to the offense, the unwavering confidence to rise up and hit threes.
Now, here Gilgeous Alexander, guarded by Green. LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James.
Such a savvy guard, easily getting the foul call on those type of shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Lakers leading by 8. On with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Now the pass to Davis. And it's in there. Davis has got 14 points here in the second half.
Davis is focused right now and is staying in a great rhythm no matter what kind of pressure he's facing.
Paul kicks to Gilgeous Alexander. Over Green. Gilgeous Alexander, good. Gilgeous Alexander's got 23 points.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
James looking around. 4 on the shot clock. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Softly drops in the floater.
And good touch there on the floater. A shot KCP is adding to his arsenal.
Ball against Caldwell Pope. From deep, Gallinari. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Ball against LeBron. There's the steal. One-on-one Vasander.
Gilgeous Alexander positioning himself well and knew exactly where to get to in the open space.
LeBron against Paul. James outside. Caldwell Pope outside. 4 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here, and Davis gets it to go.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Anthony Davis.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Anthony Davis.
And the decision-making tonight has just been outstanding. If the shot hasn't been there for him, he's just kept the ball moving. And that patience is how he's gotten his field goal percentage to almost 60 here tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ball against LeBron. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
And the Lakers turn it over again. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. .34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul with the ball. Over Davis. And no good. Trying to use the glass. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, this was a win where you guys looked like you were confident and understood that you really can win every time out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, coming into every game, we think we can win each game, and we definitely believe that. You know, we got to go out there and fight every game, you know, hustle, our energy, our defense, and you know, we're going to fight for the rest of the season.
Looking good out there right now, Anthony. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.